I'd like to do is show you how to do something quite interesting called a colour circle. This is a great way to understand and learn how watercolour paint actually flows. Let's get onto this sheet of paper. In fact, let's talk about the watercolour paper here. So I have a sheet of watercolour paper. Now, watercolour paper comes in different surfaces. You get smooth, medium, and rough surface, okay? Now, the middle surface is the most common, and its actual official title is not NOT. Now, what that means is that it's not smooth and it's not rough. And that's the paper that I like to use. My own brand of watercolour paper is that exact colour, and that is a wonderful, wonderful way of actually working. I've got a roll of masking tape. I'm going to take a pencil and draw a circle on the inside, and that is where I'm going to get you to have a go at painting in a colour wheel, which is a really good way of understanding how paint actually works. Now, it's a very simple process. What I'm going to do is use the small, put that to one side, use the small sky and cloud brush here, and this is a great way of learning colours. We'll take a nice thick blob of yellow. What we'll do is we'll pop this at the top like so. Beautiful. Clean the brush really well at this point. We'll take a thick blob of blue. Put that there. Don't be afraid to put the paint on quite heavy. You could actually take it straight from the tube if you wanted to. Again, clean the brush before you move on to your third colour, which of course is the red. And that goes just there. So there we have the three colours. Now let me show you how you can create variations of these colours by mixing them together. Take a little bit of water on your brush, just a touch, slightly tap off the excess, and then wiggle the brush over the top of the blob and move the yellow, see the forward and back brush stroke, move it towards about halfway. Do the same on the opposite side as well. It's a great little exercise to try this if you're new to watercolours. Clean the brush, a couple of little taps on there. Let's take the red. Now notice when the red starts to mix how you get orange. So start to encourage the colours to mix a little bit. See the little wipe on the tissue? Take some of the yellow, move it into the red, and look how you get peaches and pinks and oranges. So what you've created here is an orange, or what we call a secondary colour. A secondary colour. A primary colour is yellow, red. And look how you've created a lovely orange tone. With variations, you've got peach tones there, you've got nice kind of warm yellows coming through as well, ambers. So it's interesting how you can just take three very, very simple colours and start to expand on them a little bit just by introducing a mixture. Let's do the same here with the red. We'll take the red, bring it down, take the blue, just the same, get the blue to mix. So you start to get like a lilac, you start to get like a violet, and now you're into purple territory. Interesting how you can get paint to mix. So again, you've got your secondary colours, your purples, your violets. And of course it goes without saying what happens if you move blue up towards green, up towards yellow even. You start to see green. That's what I meant to say. Encourage, and look at the green, encourage it to mix. You've got your petrol colours here, you start to keep going, you can always fetch a bit more yellow from there should you need to, but look how the yellow gives you a warm green. What does a warm colour mean? A warm colour means more in the way of yellow. If we mention a cold colour, it's more in the way of a blue. So you've gone from primaries into secondaries. Now, there's one really important colour that is right in the middle of a colour wheel, and that is the number one colour that you need. And what that colour is grey. Now, grey doesn't seem the most exciting colour, but why is grey important? Because grey is the colour of shadows. Look around my studio, you can see lots and lots of shadows in this castle picture here. You can see shadows under my chin, shadows in my fingers, shadows at the back of me, shadows on these brush wallets, a shadow under here. So look at the room you sat in, look around the ceiling, look at the shadows. The shadows are great. So I want to show you how to mix a shadow colour. Really quite important. It's using the colour wheel. And you start off by taking some of the blue and you pop the blue in, because a shadow colour is about 70% blue. You take a little bit of the red and you mix it over the top. Notice the colour start to go a little bit purple. Take a bit of the yellow, mix it in. Look how you've got grey. Now you can control the grey. You can make the grey as thick or as strong as you like. You can actually go out and you can purchase this colour ready-made. It's called Natural Grey. It's a beautiful colour. And if you was to mix the three primary colours together, 70% blue, a tiny bit of red, a tiny bit of yellow, you can mix that same colour. The advantage to having a tube is you can go from thick to thin very easily. But look how you get that beautiful grey, and that's the official colour of shadow. So a really important lesson to learn.